What's up guys, Mo here, and today we're going to be going over the top 4 reasons why homeowners will choose one roofing company over to the other. And I guess these can apply to some other businesses too, but mainly this will be for roofers. So let's just get into it. So reason number 1 why homeowners will choose one roofing company over the other is social proof. So you see my videos and I'm talking about creating content all the time. Why? Because content not only builds your brand, it also provides social proof for your business. What is social proof? Social proof means you're posting to your social medias that, like, whatever your services are and that your services work, right? So if you're a roofer, homeowners want to know that their roofs will be fixed. They're good quality. They won't have to worry about it for a long time. They won't leak, they won't have to constantly repair them, all that stuff, right? So if you can post content about your services, your transformations, your testimonials, that gives the person viewing your business, the homeowner viewing your business, more trust, right? So they're way more because they trust you more now, they're way more likely to buy from you compared to someone else who doesn't even have a social presence. That's social proof. That's number 1. Second one is authority. So the roofing business that commands the most authority, I guess for lack of a better word, will be the one who gets the most customers, right? I think, and this applies for this statistic I'm about to give you, is like 20% of anything control 80% of the other thing. That can be like, for example, 20% of people control 80% of the wealth, right? That can be applied here. 20% of roofing companies will control 80% of the revenue and profit in that niche. So how do you get authority? Well, you start by, in the back end, posting content and running ads. So the biggest roofing business in your city or in your general area will get the most customers. If someone hears about your business, if someone sees ads about your business, sees content about your business, roofing business over and over and over and over again, eventually when they need to get a new roof or replace their shingles or clean their gutters, the first thing that's going to pop up in their mind is going to be your business, because they've heard about it all the time. You have the most authority in their mind. So that's why authority is super important, and that's why it's number 2. Number 3 is visuals. So, and again, this all comes down to creating content. Content is super important. Visuals are like the best way, especially on Instagram, or even LinkedIn, I guess. So Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and even some YouTube, but especially Instagram. Visuals are the best way to get quick eyeballs over to your business page. The person who has the best content, the person who has the best visuals, the person whose profile actually looks good and is optimized and has all these different visuals and videos and testimonials and captions and links and pictures and all that stuff, is going to be the one making most of the money, right? So you want that person to be you. You want that business to be your business. If someone sees, so let's just say someone sees 2 different roofing businesses. The first one, they have a really stacked, actually the first one, they don't have that much of a social media presence. Maybe they're using some images, like stock photos, online, and it doesn't even look good. They don't even edit it in any other way. Whereas the second roofing business, they have a fully optimized profile, they have a good amount of followers, they have videos everywhere on their Instagram page, Facebook page, they have multiple social medias, and they even hired a photographer / editor to edit the content for them, and they just post it on their social media. Which of these 2 businesses is someone most likely gonna buy from? Second one, right? The latter. Again, creating content is super important, and the better your visuals are, the more likely someone is gonna buy from you. So that's number 3, visuals. Number 4 is consistency. So all these go hand in hand, but consistency might be the most, aside from just starting to create content, like you need to create content. If you're not creating content, that's the number 1 most important thing you got to do. Consistency is the second one. So you create content, now you need consistency. Why? Because homeowners aren't generally going to buy from you on the first day, and this can apply to any business. If someone sees your business for the first time, they're not going to buy from you immediately. Maybe if it's like a low ticket product, like maybe like $100 or something, then yeah, okay, maybe some people may buy from you. But if you're selling like a roof, for example, that can cost tens of thousands of dollars, they want to know that the person that they're buying from, the business that they're buying from, is reputable, credible, trustworthy, and that their services actually transform their roof, right? So the reason why consistency is so important is because if you're constantly creating content, if you're consistently running ads, if you're doing all like the 3-step system I talked about, right? Content, ads, and then your funnel/automations, the locally lockdown system. If you're consistently using this system to get your leads, over time, and I also talked about this in my inbound leads video, over time, people will start to know you as the roofing company for wherever their area is, right? So if you're in Wichita, Kansas, for example, I was talking to a roofer earlier, I think it was like a few months ago, and he was in Wichita, Kansas. He wanted to be the #1 roofer in Wichita, and I think he is at this point. But he needed to have, and he was doing, he had the consistency of constantly posting content, running, I forgot how much it was, like $100 per day ads or something. So he had the consistency, and over time, homeowners saw his business as the go-to roofing business, because they constantly saw him on social media. They constantly saw his business through ads. They constantly saw, I don't know if he has a YouTube channel, but a YouTube channel is a great way to get your to build credibility fast, because a YouTube channel, you can create long form content, and then when people watch your content for, I think it's up to 7 hours according to a Google study, then they're way more likely to buy from you. 7 hours is like the bare minimum of content that someone needs to watch from you before they even buy something. Google study, 7-11-4 rule. I don't remember the exact study name, but it's called the 7-11-4 rule. 7 hours of content, 11 different interactions at 4 different touch points. So if you need the 7 hours of content, well, the only way to do that is to do short form, long form content, right? Short form is like less than a minute. That's going to take like at least 200 or like even 400 shorts before someone buys from you. You don't really want to do that. You should still be posting shorts, but also post long form content if you can, because people can just binge watch your videos. And if someone binge watches your videos, the more time you spend with your leads or your potential customers, the more likely they are to buy from you, right? So if you're constantly showing ads in their face and they constantly see you, the way more likely they're going to remember you, 1, and 2, buy from you. When you actually like book a call with them, you go check out their house, their roof, you give them a quote, they're way more likely to buy from you at that point. So just to summarize, 1, social proof, 2, authority, 3 is visuals, and 4 is consistency. But all of this starts with your ability to create content. If not creating content, start. Just start. It doesn't matter how garbage your content is. You just need to start creating content so people know that you exist, you're an actual business, you're credible, and that they can see your actual transformations that you're giving the homeowner. So hopefully that clears up some confusion. These are the top 4 ways, or these are the 4 ways usually homeowners choose one business over the other. If you guys have any questions, leave leave them in the comments below. I'll get to them. And other than that, in the description of the video, as well as in my YouTube bio, I'll have a book call link to my calendar page. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, or if you need help with anything in your roofing business, just book a call and we'll see how we can help you. Other than that, hope you guys just run with this video, go make some money. Take care and peace.